Yo, what's going on? It's Ravi. Listen, I don't think I told y'all. So, my name is actually pronounced Ravi, right? But ever since I was young, you know, my family, everybody. See, the thing is, my grandfather named me, you know. Now, when he named me, I'm not sure how he really pronounced my name. I don't know if it was Ravi or Ravi, but I looked it up pretty recently, and my name is actually an Indian name, and the pronunciation um, Ravi is the actual correct one. You know, now here in the United States, I'm sure people would have a difficult time pronouncing it in that fashion, and I'm not gonna lie, even I did to start. Like I literally had trouble pronouncing it. Well, not that much trouble. It didn't take me too long to figure it out, but it was a brain twister. So that's the true pronunciation of my name, Ravi. But everyone, like I said, call me Ravi. I thought that I should just make that clear. And you know what's crazy? With all the different Ravis that are out there, people that I've spoke to that like mentioned that they've known people with the same name or even had friends named Ravi. I always assume that they're Indian. You know what I mean? Always assume. Like I said, I'm half Indian, half African, but I am a Jamaican born by nation, by nationality. I'm sorry, and now I'm a U.S. citizen. As you can tell, I grew up here. Might have sounded my voice. I could literally switch my accent on and off and on. But yeah, my dad is, and my dad's side, they're all Indian, and then my mom's side is from African descent. And I'm mixed, yeah, as you would call me. But anyways, yeah, I thought I should mention that. And also, I don't know if you noticed, I've been away a while, and I don't know if you can see yet. See, the thing is, I can't really. I mean, I could tell. But most people have been giving me a lot of props and compliments. Speaking on my weight loss, got a little crumb there. Speaking on my weight loss, well, it can't be a crumb because I'm about to tell you why it's not a crumb right now. So, so pretty much, wait. What is that? It's just dirt. Yeah. So, pretty much, yeah, I've been getting compliments and about my weight loss, and at the very same time, even like before I started this whole journey, I shaved my beard. So I would tell them like, nah, you just seeing the beard, I cut it recently, and I usually don't really keep up on my beard. I just kind of let it grow wild. But I thought I wanted to start something new while I was on the journey. So, like they mentioned that, like, yeah, although they noticed that my beard is cut, and a little bit more tame, they can literally see it with their own two eyes. They can see it physically, like, and that made me feel a little proud. Now, the way that I lost this weight, right? It's not. I wouldn't say it's something that I would just recommend that everyone do. It's just something that I did personally because I have faith in myself, and I really don't have any known illnesses or whatever the case may be. But it was through fasting. It was literally fasting, and I've done this last year, and I've achieved the same results. So I'm doing it again this year. Surprisingly, it's a lot easier than it was last year. But I fasted. Now, the type of fast that I did, most people, assume that you're fasting like intermittent fasting, or a specific diet type of fasting away from certain foods. But really and truly, I ate no food at all. No food. A straight up solid food vacation, right? Only juice. Only juice. Now, there's a brother online by the name of Yakai Awakened, and he put me on this, like, well, I don't know him personally, but watching his videos, he put people on, like, when it came to like fasting and healing a lot of diseases and healing a lot of issues that's going on in people's bodies, and I'm sure the mind as well. And he's a plant-based. If I'm not plant-based, well, he doesn't like, from what I know, he doesn't like to be considered a vegan. So I'm gonna say he's plant-based, doesn't do meat. He believes, based on his research and clinical trials, that black people, right, or so-called black people, are not to eat meat, right? It's not within our capacity to do so. It doesn't resonate with our genetic structure. I don't know how that pertains to me. Like I said, I'm mixed, but I tell you one thing, this shit work. So, and now granted, because I didn't eat any food at all, but to just show you that, like, there's certain things you can stay away from. Like, like there's certain foods that you just don't have to eat. And I feel like I'm a testament to that for the simple fact, I've been pescatarian for like 4 years. You know what I'm saying? 4 years. And now I did a little bit of the vegan, the plant-based, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't really work out for me. Now granted, I'm sure like a lot of the reason when it comes to the research, there's a lot to consider as it pertains to the benefits of going vegan. Now granted, there's a whole other community on the other side that's gonna say, hey, what about your proteins? What about that? You know what I mean? It's so important, right? And then we're gonna say on the plant-based side, hey, protein is unnecessary. What you really truly need is amino acids and blah, blah, blah. So I guess it really determines on it really is based on your goals. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen people who claim to be plant-based, that looks cop. You know what I'm saying? They they look even better than some who literally are on a meat-based diet. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the truth behind it? To be frank with you, I really do not know. And to be quite honest, I am going down this rabbit hole. I've been going down this rabbit hole, to be honest with you, and I really can't find a definitive answer or a truth that is set within me, that I know for a fact, like, this is the true diet, this is real, this is not, because you hear so much shit. You're gonna find shit online that's gonna tell you, oh, the carnivore diet, eating straight meat and plants, it's trash. Plants are for animals, you know what I'm saying? And animals are for humans. And then you're gonna have oh no, humans weren't meant to eat animals. Humans were meant to eat the fruit of the tree, or eat plants and this and that and third. But if you really wanted, I'm gonna be real with you. If I really had to give an answer, I would say that I believe that there is more truth in being plant-based as opposed to being on a carnivore or even a diet of meat. Now granted, I feel that when it comes to meat, that's something that, like, I don't think that human beings should be consuming to the excess that they're consuming it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's pretty much my whole take on it. And I love to listen to the brother when he's speaking on like the whole microbiology and the whole biochemistry of how everything, from top to bottom, how everything works. And it's like, this guy is very, very intelligent, bro. And I'm telling you, like, now granted, like, you're gonna find, people who are gonna, go against what he's saying. But for me, based on, the data And a lot of times I try and do my own research as well to see what he's saying. Now, not all the time do I get through my research, which is not really deep, by the way. It's not really deep. You know, it would be a little bit of ChatGPT and Google and like seeing what other people are saying and whatever. But not all the time, you know, you're gonna, you know, like a lot of the things that he say is not, you know, is gonna be accepted by most communities. You know what I'm saying? But as it goes for me, whatever he says, whatever he's been teaching, bro, has just been touching my soul. And, you know, so I decided to take up this this fast with the green juice. It's called the Geogenetic green juice. Yeah, man, I can't remember everything. My wife makes it for me. I believe it's apples, green apples, like 7 green apples, you know, a thumb of ginger, a hand of celery, like that's like a couple pieces. My wife put like maybe like three or 4 pieces of celery. All organic, by the way. Let's continue. What else? A lemon with the skin on, cucumber without the skin, okay, parsley, and cilantro. And I'm sure there's something else I might be missing now, maybe not. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did last year. Lost like 30 pounds, like literally in 21 days. Actually, it's been like 30 days because the weight continued to drop off after the 21 days. So like within a month, I lost like 30 pounds. Within 21 days, I lost like maybe like 26 pounds, right? So right now, currently, I'm at 199, 198. I'm sure I'll be at 198 because and the only reason why I'm saying 198 right now is because the weight just literally, it just consecutively dropped pound by pound by pound every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, some days it'll be like 3 pounds, some day it'll be like 2, some day 1, you know, most of the time it's like 1 pound. So, yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I started around 218 pounds. Now I'm under 200. Now we're in the 2nd week, and we are on the 5th day, which is today's Friday. So we'll have Saturday, Sunday, then Monday. That will be the start of my final week to complete my 21 days, right? And yeah, and I'll do another video on that. But yeah, I just really wanted to bring that up because like it's really a paradigm shift. So it's a mindset shift when it comes to this because a lot of people cannot fathom like going a day without food or 2. Like I've literally talked to people who would tell you like, yeah, bro, I don't know, I couldn't, they can't even, they won't even be able to miss a meal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they have to have a meal every day, and then with every meal they have to have meat and protein. Now I'm gonna be frank with you. Like, I mean, I get it if you a bodybuilder, and you're really trying to build up, and you know, and that's the most accessible way that you can, you know, get your proteins and get your get your swole on. But it's not the only way to do it. You know, as you can see, you can go online, you can see all these different influencers that are literally like getting jacked on a vegan diet, on a plant-based diet. You know what I'm saying? So so where I'm at right now. So yeah. So when it comes to having your meals, when it comes to like having like your meals on that level, like where it's like, okay, let me consider doing more plants, you know, less meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that is more beneficial in the aspect of getting your micronutrients. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think that meat, I feel like as far as meat goes, I don't believe there's a lot of micronutrients, but you're going to get a lot of that from greens. And you're going to even be more tempted to stuff your plate with more greens and more fruits. You know what I'm saying? Um, instead of like just banking on just protein. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as weight loss goes, for me, before I even started the whole entire the whatchamacallit, the juice fast, I was on a keto diet. You know what I'm saying? So I was eating mainly, and I was trying to keep my proteins high, and I was really trying to keep my fats on a good level, and I did lose some weight, and I was like, what, a month? I think I was doing it for like a month, a little over a month, and I lost like 5 pounds, and after that point, I stopped out. Now, it could be that I was just not, I don't know, I was just hungry. I was just, like I don't know what you call it, like when you having cravings. I was having a lot of cravings, so I would just stuff my face and eat a bunch of peanuts. I would eat a bunch of eggs. I would eat a bunch of greens. You know what I'm saying? Like yogurt. I had a lot of a Greek yogurt. So I mean, it could be at, I wasn't really counting my calories or anything like that. So like, could have been that I was just like over calorizing myself, and just, what I'm saying, like I was probably kicking myself out of the ketosis to begin with. But like I said, I wasn't really tracking. But for the most part, my meals were low carb. They were low carb meals, and I kind of capped out. You know what I mean? So doing this juice fast, you know what I'm saying, was like a reset for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I got all my micronutrients. I'm getting all my micronutrients. We got the herbs in there to do the astringency and pulling out. Well, really, from what I've learned, is like, the herbs in itself, even though it have an astringent effect, like the body itself is already detoxing. Now over time it gets sluggish, and the herbs are like support systems for the detoxification processes of your organs and your body and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's there to help stimulate it and get things moving out. You know what I'm saying? My pee like literally came out like damn near looked like honey, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. I was drinking water, maybe not as much as I should have, but like, man, it had a really foul smell. You know what I mean? And during this whole time, I haven't been shitting. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. At the start, yeah, I shit a couple of times, but like throughout the process, and even last year, from when I remember, like I wasn't really, going number 2 like that. And yeah, man, and like right now, I'm not gonna lie, I feel good. And like I said, I'm out here, and doing pools. I work in the pool industry. We in the Miami heat, in the Florida sun, and literally like like, it's like, how I put it, like, okay, so literally like my workload, I forgot what I was gonna say. So like my workload has gotten so much higher from last year. Like last year I was doing a little less. Now this year is like more pools, and for some reason, I'm not even gonna hold you, I feel like it's way hotter this year than it is last year. And I'm going based on how I'm looking at my pools and just how much it's just burning up. You know what I'm saying? Like how much chlorine is being wasted. I literally look at my stabilizer level. My stabilizers, look good, but then yet I'm like, my chlorines are like at a 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I'm like, yo, is the sun really getting hotter, or am I just getting really lazy, or am I more affected, you know what I'm saying, than I actually think that I am? I don't think so though. I think that, right now I am as clear as I ever been. You know what I mean? My mind is right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not as prone to mistakes, as I used to be. You know what I mean? Like whenever I eat, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're just sharper. You're just real sharp. You know what I'm saying? As far as, being out here, like right now, I think it's probably like 90 something degrees. You know what I'm saying? And I'm able to withstand the sun. Now, granted, I got dark skin, so I don't wear any sunscreen or anything like that. Never had to in my life. Never had sunburn. Never had issues with the sun. So yeah, I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm drinking. I'm sure a lot of it has to do with hydration, but I don't have no food at all. Like literally, I'm not eating shit. Just straight up liquids, bro. And it's now, and I did it last year. Like I said, I did it for 21 days. You know, it was a little bit of a struggle last year. This year, I'm in week 2. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's possible. Is all I'm saying. You know, you could do it on a chill tip. You know what I'm saying? It might be better for you, but for me, I find it to be a lot easier for me to be getting up and moving around. And a lot of the weight loss could be coming from the fact that I'm moving around a lot and I'm in the sun. So, you know, take that into consideration. And I'm sure results may vary as far as I go. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very active. I move around a lot. I'm always in the sun for the most part. Like I'm in the sun for like what, 8 to 9 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, no sunscreen. So I'm sure like the vitamin D and all that is just, you know, it's just being absorbed and just making everything inside of me just more effective. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it's like for other people when it comes to this, but I'm telling you, as far as it, yeah, well, I've seen videos and other people, you know, they rave about it and everything and say like it was a great juice fast. I'm here to tell you that yes, this was an amazing experience, and it may be an amazing experience for you, but it's not something that I can just recommend to you. Only you know you. I know me. I know that this is something that I would like to practice on a more consistent basis. But if not, at least once a year, to clean myself out, get rid of whatever I need to get rid of, parasites, heavy metals, whatever the case may be. Get it out of my system so that way I can be more clear-headed. And I told myself this year, like, yo, I'm not going back to 218 pounds. It's literally like 208. Like last year, I was around 218 pounds, and I went on juice fast and you know, barely at the end, you know, under 200. But like I said, it went down like, you know, into the 280s. And this year, I was a little less than I was last year. So, but yeah, same thing, bro. Just all toxins, all that bullshit that's been built up. And the thing is, too, I told my wife, I said, hey, get rid of my vape. You know, like, well, I didn't tell her to get rid of it. I told her, I said, hey, do me a favor, hide it from me. I didn't really want to get rid of it because that was my shit. Like, the vape, that's my shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It keeps me vibey, you know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna lie, kind of get you all stimulated and antsy, but that was my vibe, you know? And I would drink my beer, and I would smoke my vape, and I would chill, I watch my anime, you know what I'm saying? Eat some good food, get on my computer, do, you know, shit like that, you know? And my vape was just like that. I just had to have it, you know what I'm saying? So before all of this, even the keto diet that I mentioned earlier, I literally like told her, say, hey, hide this shit from me, man. I don't want to be tempted or anything. So she hid it from me even to this day. Like she could have probably been thrown it out for all I know. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's what it is, man. So right now, you know, I'm 200 and I'm sorry, I started at 218 pounds. Now I'm 199 pounds. So I felt like I should do the video simultaneously with the breakthrough of getting out of the 200 zone and like going back into the 100s again. And I feel really good about it, man. Yo, like I said, man, it's Ravi, aka Ravi. That's what everybody calls me. You know what I'm saying? This channel name is Bread and Butter Moves. I know I've been away for a while. You know, I've just been working on myself, still preparing for the little one to come through. I don't even know. I have to go look and check it, like the last videos. I don't know if I really told you guys what I'm having. But if not, I'll reveal that in the next video. All right, so it's Ravi with Bread and Butter Moves, man. I love y'all. Peace.